Well, clearly the India Bloc alliance seems to be getting its act and flock together just before the Lok Sabha elections. And after Delhi, after Uttar Pradesh, there is now big deliberation taking place for the state of Maharashtra. We are told that the Congress Mahavikasagadi seat-sharing alliance talks are in final stages. That according to our sources, Rahul Gandhi has spoken to Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Taft to discuss the seat pact. The final call is on the Mahavikasagadi seat-sharing formula next week. Uttar Pradesh, Delhi has been decided now, and of course it remains to be seen about what will happen for the state of Maharashtra. Remember, while this is the state where there is going to be a lot of interest, the NCP broke into factions. The Shiv Sena broke into factions, and one faction part of the opposition while another part of the government as well. So this, remember, is going to be a big focus when we talk about what sort of consensus, because this is where not just the Congress party is strong, but there is also the NCP, there is also the Shiv Sena, there are also the factions depending on the leaders as well. I want to now bring in my colleague Vidya for the latest on that. Remember, Maharashtra sends about 48 members to the Lok Sabha, so it's clearly a big state as well. Vidya, I come to you because unlike Uttar Pradesh, where there are parties in place, unlike Delhi, where there are set seats and patterns, Maharashtra is where parties have been split into two from NCP Shiv Sena with the leaders that have taken different sides. Do you think Maharashtra will be tough for this India Bloc alliance to decide?
In fact, the India Alliance is actually very harping on a few surveys that have been done recently, which have shown a sympathetic wave towards these MVA leaders whose parties have specially split. And that's one of the reasons why, in fact, a lot of political pundits have already been saying that it is already too late. They should have decided a seat-sharing pattern by now, so that the political leaders who would so that the parties can go ahead, allot the seats, start looking for candidates. So a lot of these things should have already happened by now. But certainly with the Congress still holding the meetings with Uddhav Thackeray as well as Sharad Pawar of the NCP, and still trying to see as to whether the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi or Prakash Ambedkar, how they fit in. All this equation really has to be still seen, and that's one of the reasons why the seat sharing has not really been consolidated as yet. But in the next few days, this is what they are saying, that the final leg of the discussions will really happen by 27th or 28th of February. So by next week, we should be really seeing some kind of a final movement on the MVA decision on how the seat sharing across the state on 48 seats between these four parties especially will really happen.
Interesting. So we'll keep an eye out for the state of Maharashtra. 48 members to the Lok Sabha, and with Sharad Pawar faction, with the Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray faction and the Congress, what will they decide? And not just number, remember, it's about which seat who gets to contest on. Thank you so much for now, Vidya, on that.